We return now to the battle over the debt ceiling as the U.S. edges closer to a default unless negotiators can reach a deal in the coming days. But the threat of a default is already ringing warning bells. So ABC's Elizabeth Schulze sat down today with the managing director of the International Monetary Fund to discuss what a default could mean for the global economy. Elizabeth?
Andrew, Kristalina Georgieva is one of the most prominent voices in the financial community as the leader of the International Monetary Fund. Just this morning, she met with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. Georgieva tells me that a U.S. debt default would be a shock for the global economy, and she is urging Congress to get rid of the debt ceiling once and for all. As we sit here, the clock is ticking on a possible U.S. debt default for the first time ever. I just want to start with, what would your message be to negotiators from the White House, from the Congress, as they are trying to hammer out a deal but not having one yet?
The world has suffered to so many shocks in the last years. The world economy is faced with so many challenges. Please take this out. It is a self-inflicted injury.
You are begging those negotiators to fix this.
I am. Why? Because the treasury markets is like an anchor for the financial systems of the whole world. You pull this anchor, what happens is the ship on which we sit, the world economy, moves into not only choppy waters, but in uncharted waters.
As we are approaching this possible X-date of a default, are there risks to the economy just as we get closer to that date?
We are already seeing small signals of what these risks might be. In some niche markets, pricing is going up. Not yet a systemic problem, but if we come even closer to a default, and God forbid if we are in default, that would mean tremendous impact on how much we have to pay because risks are so much higher. The U.S. economy is resilient. Why take away from the good American families what is rightfully theirs to enjoy an economy progressing with strong labor markets and strong demands?
There is a shock just by waiting up until the last minute to get this figured out.
It is a man-made problem. So maybe we need to call on the women to solve it. Ask Janet Yellen. She would tell you what the solution is. Please lift up the ceiling, or even better, eliminate this illogical way of making a decision logically.
Do you support getting rid of this problem of the debt limit altogether?
Completely, totally.
No question?
No question, no question. It is not something that many other countries choose to do, and it is inefficient. And in today's environment of geopolitical stress and economic pain in so many places, it is so uncalled for, and I strongly believe it can be eliminated altogether.
What does it do to the reputation of the United States in the global economy that this brinksmanship comes up time and time again? It
is harmful. Any place I go, the very first question I am asked is about the debt ceiling. There is a sense that this time around it is more problematic. This has happened in the past. Always, in the end, there would be a resolution. But we have never been in such a geopolitically stressed world, one affected by two unthinkable events, the pandemic and Russia's war in Ukraine. So it is a different time, and U.S. policymakers need to recognize that the world is more watchful, so solve it.
Just solve it, she says. Now, the IMF today did slightly upgrade its outlook for the U.S. economy, saying it expects a recession can be avoided this year. That, of course, Andrew, assumes that all of this debt ceiling drama is resolved.
A lot to resolve there. Elizabeth Schulze in Washington for us. Elizabeth, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.